Lord Zuluon has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
There you are. I had a feeling you'd be around here, and I was right. I knew you'd be glad to see me. I've been wanting to talk more. We've known each other since before we started serving Lord Cao Cao, so I figured it'd be good to deepen our friendship. I like that nonchalant attitude of yours. Anyway, both you and I have changed since we first met, haven't we? Especially since we met Lord Cao Cao. That man takes anyone under his wing. It doesn't matter if you're suspicious or if you try to entrap him. And we probably wouldn't be talking like this if we weren't both working for him. Right? If we had met as enemies, it would have been different. And working under Lord Cao Cao is pretty good, don't you think? He doesn't let emotion influence who he trusts. He leaves the past in the past, and all he considers is whether you fit into the future he dreams of. That's why I can propose ideas and speak my mind without worrying about the petty stuff. Besides, the tacticians around here are all just as quirky as I am. I can't help but look forward to each strategy meeting. Such entertaining times, you know? It really was. I wish I had known that when you and I first met. I don't have much in the way of personal ambition. In fact, I'm much more interested in making a path for someone else to achieve their goals. And that someone? Well, I was hoping it could be you. So, how about we remain friends from here on out? When you agree so readily, that makes me suspicious. It kind of makes me want to interrogate you. You know, something always felt different about you. But now I think I know why. I see hope in you. The deep color of the sky you see right before the end of a long, dark night. That's what's in your eyes. But there's more to it than that now. Anyway, no need to think too hard about it. Let's just continue to get along.
Listen. Yes.
This town has gotten bigger now that with all my might. Take this!
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. With all my might. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Easy. End this here. Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. I thank you.
For the sake of Lord Tao Tao's rule.
Even with such an eminent fame,
Everything's gotten so expensive. I better...
How's this? To provide backup? Onward! To join our allies! Begin the advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You ought to quit charging into things! It's dangerous! No!
Let's go.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance!
With all my might.
Nice.
Time to act.
Way to stick it to them! Let's go! Time for me to let loose! Let's march! I'll go after
The enemy officer
damned
has
rampage
been defeated.
stops now!
Looking rough.
Let's march!
Let's get serious.
You'll keep me amused, I hope. How's this?
The enemy officer has been defeated. We must push harder. With all my might. go.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated. With all my might.
Way to stick it to them. Time for me to let loose. Let's march! To victory!
Let's go.
How's this?
Looking rough. Got this.
Begin the advance. All units, march!
All my might.
Curtain draws here.
The enemy officer
Begin the advance.
has been defeated. I've been waiting for this. Let's go. All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You're done.
Easy.
Let's try. Let's go.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotcha.
With all my might.
Take this.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
The doctor gave me some medicine when I got hurt.
I used to be a yellow turban, just like Jotsu. Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make.
They say this is an important place, but just look.
It'd be nice to go to sleep without worrying about what'll come tomorrow. With all those brutes using him to gain power.
I ran into Lord Wang Guy outside the city. Think I can tell people I met him?
How should I know? You're asking.
Best keep up with your weapon maintenance.
It'd be nice to go to sleep without worrying about what'll come tomorrow.
Wanderers are pretty common in this day and age.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about
Lord
it.
Zuluan has a discerning eye.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a...
Oh. As expected, only you would be able to corner me undetected like that. But I know you mean me no harm. It's just that I was deep in thought for a moment there. Well, perhaps it looked that way to an observer, me just standing here like this. I'm glad we were able to meet here. There's a little matter I wish to discuss with you if you have a moment. Thank you. I knew I could count on your kindness. That's exactly why I feel I can confide in you. After facing defeat in Xiaopei, I prepared myself for my inevitable execution. I believed the blade of Lord Louis Bu should decay along with him, and I promised that I would ensure Lord Louis Bu was punished in the afterlife. Despite my conviction, Lord Cao Cao tried to convince me otherwise. He said he could not understand why a self-professed blade would choose to succumb to rust. He asked me to join him and said, "On the path before me lies what you seek." But have I truly? Lord Cao Cao's words are still a mystery to me. I was content to simply be a weapon for whomever I served. I sought nothing more than that. That is why I cannot understand. Lord Cao Cao seems to know what I seek, but I cannot even fathom what it is that we are walking towards together. Perhaps I must change under Lord Cao Cao's command, but I don't even know where to begin. You're right. It is not like me to think so deeply about such trivial matters. Thank you. Talking with you always calms me and gives my mind clarity. I will continue to serve Lord Cao Cao as best I can, and continue to believe there is something waiting for me in the future. I was fortunate to have friends like Lord Guan Yu, to have training partners like Lord Shu Huang, to have advisors like Lord Xiahou Dun, military strategists like Lord Guo Jia and the others. And of course, you. There are many people from whom I can learn a great deal. There's not even a moment in which rust can form on this blade, and through further study, I'm sure to find the answer I seek. I'm in your debt.
I am so hungry. Hey, Dad, could you buy something for us tonight?
Louis Bu has been defeated, and Yuan Shu's power is waning. Clearly, this leaves Yuan Shao in Ji Province as our greatest threat.
It's said that he has finally prevailed over Gung Sung Zun, and so now controls all 4 of Hebei's provinces. That makes his faction the most powerful in the land. There is no doubt what he will seek to do next.
Gain control over the Emperor.
We have also been preparing for a final confrontation, but we are hopelessly outmatched. If we make one false move, they'll overwhelm us with their superior numbers.
Oh? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Saying that we will be overwhelmed if we make a false move suggests that you believe we have a chance of winning.
Lord Goja.
I agree with you. No matter how strong Yuan Shao may be, there is a road to victory.
I'm glad you think so, but could you explain what that road is?
Essentially, it comes down to the difference between Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao insists on finding the ideal solutions to problems, and so he is overly cautious. Of course, that can also be a good thing. In times of peace, it might make him a wise ruler. But in these chaotic times, I believe decisiveness is more valuable than prudence. And most crucial of all, Yuan Shao is known to disfavor those who point out his weaknesses. A flaw like that in someone leading such a vast army is bound to create discord.
A fair point. So, are you suggesting he isn't worth worrying about?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe there is a more dangerous enemy out there.
You mean Liu Bei?
Lord Cao Cao has a fondness for him, so I shall say no more.
What is Liu Bei like? You were with him for a long time. I'd like to know more about him. So all the stories say. But it is folly to help anyone and everyone. A man with no backbone is unworthy of our trust. Cao Cao seems to think Liu Bei is capable of great things. If he is indeed comparable to Cao Cao, then we must crush him before he gains strength. And if he becomes a heartless monster like Louis Bu, all the more reason to destroy him. Frankly speaking, no. I have to assume that he may be planning something. I heard that while he and Cao Cao dined together the other day, a crash of thunder took him by such surprise that he dropped his chopsticks. And this man is meant to be destined for greatness. Of course I would be suspicious. But at least I now know that you think highly of him. I suppose I'll have to decide his worth for myself.
Nothing has changed since Dong Chuo's rule. Just what is Cao Cao thinking? Treating His Majesty like this?
Well, he is the one with full control over the court. To him, the Emperor is a mere puppet. His Majesty might not speak ill of him in front of us, but surely he must be displeased.
Or perhaps he is afraid because he is unable to discern Cao Cao's intentions.
Have some respect. His Majesty would never fear a charlatan like him.
Well, I am certain our dear Emperor is pained at all the tyrannical deeds committed in his name. Perhaps we should have forgone Cao Cao and entrusted someone with more prestige, like Yuan Shao.
Ah, but I hear that Liu Bei might also be worthy.
Oh, it has grown late. Perhaps it would be wise to leave the patrols to the troops and rest.
Speaking of which, we shall do the same. We bid you good night.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
Are you certain, Lord Cao Cao?
I urge you to wait. Giving Liu Bei an army to command is akin to letting a sleeping dragon roam free. The danger cannot be ignored.
Yes, Liu Bei is a dangerous man. Once he gains strength, he will eventually come to stand in our way. And that is precisely why we cannot leave him in Shu City.
Do you mean...
There is a rumor going around. Unsubstantiated, but troubling.
Now I see. Thank you for the report.
Sir!
Ah, what perfect timing. There is something I wanted you to hear before anyone else. It appears there is a plan in motion to assassinate Lord Cao Cao.
We had heard murmurs here and there, but I see we're a step behind you. It appears this plan is coming together under the name of His Majesty.
The threat is too serious to ignore. I managed to capture and interrogate a few of the schemers. And they all named Liu Bei as a collaborator. You need not worry. It was Lord Cao Cao's decision to offer Liu Bei our aid.
And given your reaction, it seems we were right. You are not part of their plot. Do forgive us for testing your loyalty in such a way. We're all glad your name has been cleared.
Whether intentional or not, Liu Bei has long been plagued by unsettling rumors. And now this. Lord Cao Cao dismissed Liu Bei under the guise of defeating Yuan Shu.
I am sure Liu Bei has realized as much. It is unlikely he will return to Shu. And so our war with him will begin. This may be difficult for you, but we ask that you be ready.
So, Liu Bei has chosen Shi Province. Yuan Shu of Shouchen has already fallen. Then our next opponent will be either Yuan Shao or Liu Bei.
We should focus on defeating Yuan Shao and gaining control of Hubei. Before we battle Yuan Shao, I would advise first reining in Liu Bei.
Liu Bei's forces are small, which makes them quick. While Yuan Shao has your focus, he may strike you from behind. Containing Liu Bei before a battle with Yuan Shao is a viable strategy, especially if we wish to weed out uncertainty.
Then we will attack Xiaopei to shake Liu Bei from his seat. I trust you all to see to it that the castle is taken.
What does peace even look like?
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a life.
I hear the town's stonemasons are hard at work repairing.
The castle's imposing visit.
There are plenty of marshes and rivers around here, so...
Let's begin.
Yes. I agree.
Yes.
Yes.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. Conquer Xiaopei and seize Liu Bei's stronghold. Be expedient. Have no mercy.
The castle gate will be guarded by the infamous Guan Yu. Breaking through will not be easy. I must advise you not to face him head-on.
Xiaopei Castle is surrounded by rivers.
The enemy
Liu Bei's
officer
forces
has been
will likely
defeated.
be wary of any attempts to flood it. So, let's test that theory first.
Start with the advance.
The enemy is targeting the floodgates now. I cannot leave my post here. Liu Bei's family is within the castle walls after all. I just have to believe our allies can handle it themselves. The enemy officer has been defeated. The floodgates are heavily defended. The enemy must fear them being used in an attack. Such unyielding spirit. A formidable foe. Let's go.
He's unbeatable.
Invested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
With his indomitable vigor and his refined sword arm, Lord Guan Yu's strength knows no equal this day.
Some improvements at last. Don't let up.
This territory.
The enemy
Sorry to have
officer
kept you waiting, Guan
has
Yu.
been defeated.
I've managed to get some reinforcements from Lord Yuan Shao.
Let's go.
We caught them unprepared! Now we can strike back against Cao Cao.
Forward march!
Liu Bei! Zhang Fei! Let's go, my brother! Now it's time for a counterattack!
The enemy officer
I cannot even
has been
fathom
defeated.
how I might bring him down. Guan Yu, remarkable on the battlefield as always.
Good. He's here too. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Now, let's begin our attack on Liu Bei.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this! So my brother was the target all along.
The floodgates. Liu Bei. Guan Yu will surely be torn. By bringing him either to the brink of destruction, we can force him to decide. This will draw Guan Yu away from the castle gates. With such a cunning plan, we can use their oath of brotherhood against them.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight! If the floodgates are taken, the castle will be bound to fall. The defense of the castle is in your hands. I will lead a sortie to drive the enemy back from the floodgates. Advance now! I will not allow your plans to come to fruition. By my own blade, I will cut down anyone who dares attack.
Good. It worked. Now is our chance to take Xiaopei Castle.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Let's go. I am ready.
That's incredible skill. I can't
The enemy officer
tear my eyes away
has been
from
defeated. Let's go.
What a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
Appears the resistance is futile.
Let's go. The enemy officer
Appears the resistance is futile.
Let's go. Let's go.
I leave the rest up to you.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
Let's go.
I'm afraid I've got no choice but to fall back. This appears to be as far as we go.
Cannot hold out for much longer.
All my might!
Things may not end well for us at this rate.
Let's go.
No choice but to retreat.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started! Thanks for helping me. Let's do this together.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Prepare yourself, Ryubei. Today I will strike you down and end the misfortune you have caused.
That's another enemy pounded into submission.
Let's get serious. Got this.
Got you. You saw this victory before it even happened. Our enemies fell to my incredible might.
How's this? Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Very good. Keep that going.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well done. Most impressive.
What? The enemy is within the castle walls? Does this mean Lord Guan Yu was defeated?
The foe is wavering. This is our chance to renew the assault on the castle.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Things are looking bad, but I refuse to consider this settled.
Yes, the resistance is futile. I cannot afford to fall here. With all my child's play. If this is the best they can offer, we'll soon prevail.
Reporting! Cao Cao's forces are inside Xiaopei Castle! Lord Guan Yu, you must return to the castle!
So the attack of the floodgates was a diversion. I cannot allow this. I must return to the castle quickly.
It appears they've noticed our subterfuge. Hurry! Take control of the castle.
Is the castle still ours? Hang on, brave defenders. I am coming. I shall put an end to you with my intellect! I was unprepared. Let's go. Careless to fall for the enemy's trickery. Fire this blade. I shall make amends for my blunder.
The enemy officer. Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, or Guan Yu is on the back foot.
I think I've reached my limit.
I am ready.
The best I can do is live on to fight another day.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. I must leave this battle in your capable hands.
With all my might. Here I go. Take this. Go. Hold my power.
Feel.
I am ready. None can touch me.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defense. So I will fight to my dying breath. Even if I am the last man standing.
I am ready. You're mine! I believe in you.
It is no easy thing to defy Lord Cao Cao. We must flee, regroup, and gather our strength. Forgive me, Guan Yu. I can't take any more of this. Let's go. We'll finish this another day. I place my trust in my sworn brothers. Now, I shall do whatever is necessary. I shall not fall. I shall not bend the knees. I will stand on this land I have sworn to defend.
All my might.
This appears to be as far as we go.
I expected more. An officer.
Let's go. Hold strong. All my might.
I cannot give up. You fight well, but I will not give up. You hear me? Not while my blade is unbroken. Not while life still flickers within me. Such spirit.
Lord Guan Yu! The castle has already fallen. Surrender at once!
Never. I shall fight to my last breath.
You would dishonor yourself out of stubborn pride, breaking your vow to your sworn brothers that you would die together, defying your duty to protect that which Liu Bei entrusted to you. Would your honor truly allow that?
I need 3 promises from you. I will surrender to the Emperor, not to Lord Cao Cao. No harm shall come to the family of Liu Bei. And the moment I find my brothers, I shall run to their side.
You have my word. I shall convey your wishes to...
I accept those terms. How outstanding to have a renowned hero such as you on our side. May our acquaintance be long and fruitful. So, Yuan Shao's forces remain inert.
Not that they had a choice in the matter. Yuan Shao is afraid of making mistakes. For that reason, he will always try to make the safe choice, leaving him unable to act upon the sudden changes of war.
Making the safe choice isn't always a bad thing, but it's hardly a strategy befitting the times. Being able to move quickly at the expense of some griping is by far the wiser choice.
Yuan Shao's lordly decision to always pursue the best option is both his strength and his weakness. Using that weakness to our advantage may allow us to decimate his massive army. That should be enough for now. Let us return to you so that we can prepare for what is to come.
Xia Pei is surrounded by so many waterways.
I hear the town's stonemasons are hard at work repairing the castle.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named...
More customers always show up whenever Lord Guojia does. He's popular with all.
How's things? You've had a taste of officer life now. Starting to get used to things around here? Ha, no holding back, am I right? Good to see we can count on you. In any case, you're doing a fine job leading this band of ruffians. We may have our disagreements at times, but I got a feeling that you'll do fine. You were picked out by Lord Cao Cao himself, after all. Oh, almost forgot. I've good news for you. Remember when I told you that I was considering how to apply my natural talents to transporting provisions? Well, I think I've really found my calling there. Lord Cao Cao said my newfound skills will be a valuable addition to his force. Now, we can send provisions throughout the land with ease. We won't have to worry about plundering or getting sacked. We'd be one step closer to his vision. I've been trying to figure out what I could do, but I think it's finally coming together. Damn right. But you know, I wouldn't have come this far without you. Whenever I see you at work, my doubts seem to completely vanish, and I see everything in a new light. And I'm here wondering what I can expect from you next. I just can't take my eyes off of you. I'd appreciate that. I feel I can do so much more with you around. Let's keep giving the world something to be amazed at. Should be easy enough for the two of us.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say
even with such an eminent fame.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
I used to be a yellow turban, just like Cho-san.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
doctor gave me some medicine when I got hurt.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Children remain innocent and unflappable.
They say this is an important place. Wanderers are pretty common in this state.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao. Not many people can read and write. The few who can.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
That's something else.
Let's see if we can catch up.
I'm ready! I'm gonna catch you!
This is a familiar sight. I remember when you first came to the village. The child we've taken in is just like you when you arrived. You were sitting there on your own, looking dazed. Your eyes were empty, as if you weren't even there. So I started chopping river rocks in half with my bare hands, just to get a reaction out of you. These children playing here know nothing of the world beyond the village. I was just like them. But not you. You wound up in our village after losing your parents to war. How could you simply forget all that and join our games? And that wasn't the half of it. You had to learn how to fight and become a guardian of peace. I couldn't begin to fathom what was in your heart, but I decided I was going to look after you anyway. Ziluan, I am proud of what I am. Proud to be a guardian of peace. And if maintaining peace means getting my hands dirty, I am ready to do just that. But when I look at these children, I can't help hoping that they won't grow up like us. Is that arrogant of me, do you think? I want us to be the end of it. The last guardians of peace. I dream of a day when the realm doesn't need people like us anymore. I don't think it's foolish to want that. And because of you, Ziluan, I think that dream might come true.
I hear the way Lord...
Yeah. That's right.
lights are erupting.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can, even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as true.
Lords Guan Yu and Jiang Fei.
There are plenty of marshes and rivers around here, so you get people falling in.
I'm so hungry. Hey, Dad.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named...
Finally found myself a job.
Pardon me a moment.
This town has got...
All of you, follow me! Turn the tables. All my might. The curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
This even match is ours. Must push harder. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious. Take it. Is that it? Got this. Time to attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Time to act. How about this? Time to attack. Time to attack.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Thank you.
More customers always show up whenever Lord Guojia does. He's popular with all types.
Lord Zuluon has a discerning eye.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's the horse that Louis Bu rode. Ferocious and strong. Said to run 1,000 li in a day. And Cao Cao gave it to Guan Yu, an officer who surrendered to him. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side. But it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. Why? I haven't explained it to you, have I? Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand? If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
This town has gotten bigger.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule.
Even with such an eminent family.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chuhe.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Ziluan...
Ziluan, please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Ziluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering, and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Ziluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Ziluan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps that I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it. That's right.
Not many people can read and write. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person.
What does peace even look like?
More and more people are losing their family. Not many people can read and write. The few who can.
Thank you.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, But the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan, thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Yeah.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight.
Everything's gotten so...
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
The children remain innocent and unflappable, even in this war.
Battle might break out again. Here's to hoping we don't get caught up in it. Business has been good, thanks to all the people coming from the west.
We too serve as the fangs and claws of the tiger.
I'm so hungry.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named...
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Oh, pardon my manners. I was so deep in thought that I'd forgotten our plans to meet. Yes, to tell you the truth, I haven't had even a moment to rest. Matters of war have been left to Lord Shunyo, Jashu, and Goja. That leaves the task of governing Shu in my hands. I must also be vigilant against agents of Yuan Shao, interfering with domestic affairs. And the recent incident is yet to be fully dealt with. Yes, the attempt made on Lord Cao Cao's life, at the behest of the Emperor himself. Truth be told, we had considered the possibility, but not so soon. It seems the Emperor feels threatened by our leader's power. Should a mere retainer be allowed to attain more power than the Emperor? This is a matter that we must now carefully consider. There are many issues at hand, but for now, I must remain focused on protecting our leader. Yes, but I do also desire respite. Perhaps it's fatigue taking its toll on me, but I find that my ability to focus is beginning to fray. The other day, I was out negotiating with officials and handling government affairs, all without noticing that my hat had caved in. The funny thing is that later I actually saw the ministers all walking together with their hats caved in the exact same way. I couldn't believe how quickly my carelessness had become a fashion statement. I suppose all I can do now is wait for it to go out of style. No, well, perhaps that is it. I am grateful for their respect, but now I feel even more embarrassed. I'd like for you to keep all this to yourself. Let it be our little secret. Be that as it may, I am glad that we have made plans to meet later. If I am to rest, I would very much like it to be with you at my side. Now, shall we make our way to my estate? Please forgive me if I fall asleep on the way.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say
Even with such an eminent family, not many people can read and write.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold. Hope I get to witness it someday.
Huh? Thank you.
Bai Luan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Chua! Wait! Foolish girl! Zilwan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Chuha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed you would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Chuha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. It couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Ziluan. And I will be at your side until the end.
Everything's gotten...
Yeah.
Even with such an eminent family,
Let's begin.
Yes.
Coming.
Yes.
Listen.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces?
Headed for Baima Castle? I have to warn Lord Yen Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. We must hurry to Lord Yen Liang's side. March forward!
I have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once! An opening. Take this.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him.
The enemy officer.
With this many of their soldiers defeated, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
The ambush is about to begin. We must act as one. Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Fight me! If you think you are still enough!
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance!
Back! Prepare with haste! We're about to storm the enemy!
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Comeback. It's what happens from here on that counts.
This is it!
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
Troops are flagging. We need to rally them somehow.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Here's the resistance is futile.
Worthy adversary indeed! Take this.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Take this! Weak! I have captured this area!
Taking the fort at Yanjing? You cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it. Let's start the advance. Let's start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own. I can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How can this be?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This cannot be!
I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. Let's go. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
Send Yuan Shao. Attack Yanji and bring me Cao Cao's head.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanji. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
Let's go. Yeah.
Could it be? No, that's not possible.
There we go!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I am ready.
Impressive. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak cool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
I do not know who you are or from where you hail. But you seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Bear witness to my power.
Better witness.
All my might.
Easy. It begins. Easy.
I see you. Let's get serious. Nice. Hunter down. Better witness. Tables turned. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The sacred bird, Luan. In those eyes. Yes. You must be.
Easy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Let's go.
We should stop here to assess the situation.
I can't hold on much longer. We need a way through.
We're about to lose. There must be something I can do.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
I'm glad it's you who has come to my aid. I will choose no other.
Time is right. We should attack now.
The enemy officer
The enemy forces
has
at
been
Yanjin
defeated.
have not taken notice of us yet. If we act now, we can take them by surprise.
So on! Onward!
the upper hand. Things ought to be fun from here on out.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
Take that! Take this!
Go on! Every victory serves to make me that much stronger! There's no virtue in dying to make me that much stronger. I shall retreat and fight another day.
I am Wen Shou, one of Yuan Shao's greatest fighters. Any who believe themselves worthy may test their might against me. You have bad. So your bravery isn't without justification.
Time to end this
situation.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wen Shou has fallen. This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yan Liang or Wen Shou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humble, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers. Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when
This location is too valuable to be taken. Fortify our defenses, comrades! Take that! The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might! All my might! All my might! Take this! All my might! Choosing solitude on the battlefield. We must be good. Let us fight! All my might! All my might! Warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Take this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might! All my might! All my might! The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
The momentum is on our side. An excellent opportunity.
All my might.
Making my way up.
All my might. I've been waiting for this.
Gotcha.
Take this.
This area belongs to us now.
Get ready, comrades. The time has come to show the results of our training. The enemy officer has been defeated.
That one is the key to turning the tide. Begin pursuit immediately.
All my might. Take this. true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our enemies fell to my incredible might!
Take this.
Our enemies fell to my incredible might!
I'm falling back. Sorry, I couldn't be of more assistance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I've been waiting for this. Got you. With all my might.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
Our enemies fell to my incredible might!
All my might.
Rough.
Can't believe this.
Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Let's go.
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Chuha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Ziluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Chuha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Chuha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shu.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory. A mirage from your past. Born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you, Ziluan. Take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Shuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Not many people can read and write. Even with such an eminent family.
Lord Shunyo becomes...
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Shun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. Farewell, Zheng Liao.
Nothing more must be said. Press on, friend, and walk your own path.
I am in your debt. I have sworn to live and die at Liu Bei's side. And that is where I must go. It's you. I must also bid you farewell. Lord Cao Cao has granted me permission to return to Liu Bei. And I will do so today. Somewhere around Shu City. That will be enough for me to find him. There is much I owe you. While this may be goodbye, it has been an honor to fight alongside you once again. I, Guan Yu, will never forget this debt. I do not know where we may meet again, but when we do, let us test our strength once more.
This town has gotten bigger now that
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
Well, this is unusual. Lord Guojian. We hardly ever see you grimace like that.
I feel we're still missing something decisive for the upcoming battle. So much already plays to our benefit, but we still lack the final push to guarantee our victory.
How unlike you. Weren't you just telling us to wait for opportunities to present themselves?
Even I would like some control over the battle's outcome.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, Lord Shunyo. What is it?
Lord Cao Cao is calling for all of you. A letter was brought in from Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army.
A man known to both Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, serving directly under Yuan Shao, I believe. I'm curious to see what a message from an acquaintance like him contains. You must be too, Lord Guojia.
I suppose. Let us hope it's good news. One letter could very well turn the tide of war. My, things are becoming interesting.
Now that is why everyone's afraid of Lord Guojia.
Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army has sent us a letter. He is unhappy with Yuan Shao and is ready to surrender. He's also included some other pertinent information.
If I may, precisely what is he unhappy about?
That Yuan Shao favors corrupt advisors, prioritizing their suggestions above all. Not only does he reject earnest plans in favor of theirs, but he even imprisons his most loyal servants.
I'm glad you are not like him, my lord. Otherwise, my head would have rolled long ago.
I suppose that is the essence of Yuan Shao as a leader.
Thinking back on it, he was always prone to these bad habits. He would show kindness to those who respected him, but enmity toward any who dared to oppose him. But that is irrelevant. What's important is this. According to Xu Yo, supplies for Yuan Shao's army are being gathered in Wuchao. He says the defenses there are weak, and that it will easily fall if attacked.
Indeed. We will need to confirm if it is true. But if it is, this may well guarantee our victory.
Then let us gather the officers.
Aye. We bring Yuan Shao's fate to an end here.
The difference in strength is clear to see. In terms of pure numbers, we stand no chance. So, we must first attack the heart of the enemy forces.
And by heart, you mean their supplies?
That's right. We will send out 2 units from Guandu to attack both the supply line and their stock of provisions.
Lord Shu Huang, we will have you lead the unit attacking the supply line.
I will not let you down. My men and I will do whatever it takes.
Lord Cao Cao will lead the other unit himself. We have received word that the enemy has a storehouse in Wuchao that is poorly defended.
Really?
Our scout was certain of it. Xuan Yu Chong is defending the provisions. We will attack him and burn the lot. The success of this plan rides on the element of surprise. The enemy cannot find out what we're up to. And even if we can conceal our true motives, if Guandu falls before the attack is complete, we're done for.
So we must make sure that Yuan Shao's army in Guandu is dealt with before we even begin.
An assault to their defenses and a surprise attack. If either fails, then all is lost. Let us all play to our strengths and do everything in our power. If we can accomplish that, then victory is assured. Fear not. In this battle, we will show the world our true strength.
Well, Is everyone here? Hmm?
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now go. The time has come. Let's go. We shall finally face Yuan Shao and finish this. My elite soldiers, pour your sweat and blood into our efforts to grasp victory here.
This incredible formation is the embodiment of our strength. With your heads held high, our military might is overwhelming. That much is plain to see. All we have to do is forge ahead and crush them underfoot. Alright, our transports are ready. Let's go! The supplies we bring to our forces shall bolster their efforts! The enemy is sending forward transport. Now is the time. Sever their supply line! Advance!
The enemy has set its sights on the Guandu garrison. We head to Wuchao and aim for their provisions. We are at a critical juncture, so I shall go as well. I leave the defense of the base to you. Count on me.
Now advance! They choose to fight back despite our imposing show of force. We'll just have to strive harder to break their spirit. Our march is about to commence. Onward! Attack the Guandu garrison!
Begin the advance.
We will intercept these foes. Defend it to the last. Let not a single man through. March forward.
Take this. I shall lead the way. Everyone,
Keep pace with me. Time to end this. I've been waiting for this. We've delivered the provisions, everyone. Come, let us attack with renewed vigor.
The enemy force is tremendous in scale. If we don't galvanize our forces, we'll be swallowed up in an instant.
Let's end this. Did I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got you!
Get yourselves ready. We begin our attack. Shall be your adversary.
Well done! Most impressive. Take this! An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It's over!
The Western battlefront seems to be going well for us. Perhaps we should push on now.
Got this!
I would like to draw the enemy's attention away.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious. What's our plan? Take that! Got this. In the advance. All units, march. Let's get serious.
I've lost count already!
Every arrangement with haste. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Have to redouble our efforts.
Did I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We end the suit.
Let's get serious.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
My heart is heavy with the knowledge that my mission shall go unfulfilled. How will I ever redeem this disgrace?
Let's end this
situation. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The
enemy officer
to make me that much
been
stronger. What a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
Take this. Let's go then.
Damn it! There are too many of them. It's only a matter of time before they push us back. Hey, now what's the use of losing my courage now? I just gotta trust someone Cao and hold fast. Help me out just yet. Prepare for pain. Each one of Cao Cao's men is
Another
worth
victim
10 of
has
ours.
fallen before me.
We have no chance. We must retreat for now.
Over! Another victim has fallen before me.
Incredible. We were able to repel such a large force. I can hardly believe we actually pulled it off.
Let's go.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready. Got this. That was much too close. I will forever remember this favor.
I see the position has been
enemy
secured.
officer
This should prevent the enemy from building more weapons.
Take this. Let's get serious. Take this. Under that. Take this. All my might.
Believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform in this manner.
Been defeated.
It's over!
This territory
The western
is
fortresses
ours.
have all fallen to the enemy. Urgent assistance is requested.
I've been waiting for this.
Then we must act at once. Send soldiers over from the east.
Start the advance.
We cannot lose this position. Defend it with your lives.
This is going well.
The enemy is cowing to our might.
That was a dignified performance. You are indeed a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Predictable.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Let's go.
Good. I expected as much from you.
I challenge you to battle. There we go. Prepare yourself. Bear witness to my power. All my might. Can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated.
We end this here.
Whoa, looking rough. Looking rough.
We may not be able to make it through this.
Got this. Let's get serious. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You sure know how to fight.
Let's go.
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could use some assistance to turn back the enemy.
Take this. Take this. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Ambush from Cao Cao's forces? They left the garrison undefended? We have to drive them back. We cannot allow Wu Chao to fall into their hands, no matter what!
The enemy's guard is down. Now is the time to strike.
No more. Thanks for helping me. Let's do this together.
The enemy officer
to turn this
has been
battle
defeated.
around. Put all the officers guarding this area to the sword.
I was prepared for this the moment I set foot on the battlefield. We shall fight together, with all we have to muster.
Maybe understanding would fight together with us? This is no time to cower in the face of Cao Cao's forces.
Let's do this! Her at our side, our spirits will remain strong. Got this! This territory, the enemy officer
army
has been defeated.
They are a veritable storm, shaking the House of Yuan and this era to their very core.
No! Look what they've done to her! We can't go on!
All of the guards are out of the picture. Well done. Now we shall obliterate the morale of Yuan Shao's men. Burn it all! Their provisions ablaze!
Reporting! Wu Chao is burning! All our provisions are up in flames!
What did you say? Damn Cao Cao, now you've done it!
The winds have changed direction. Now blow in our favor. This is our chance to crush Yuan Shao. Now advance!
This should work well in dampening their spirits. Still, the enemy is great in number. Now the real fight begins.
It is my duty to clear the way for Cao Cao. No matter how formidable the foe may be.
We're dominating them! Keep advancing!
This is what we've been waiting for.
Attack!
Take this.
Let's go. I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
It's finally time to finish this. The intertwining of our fates ends here and now.
On the pride of the UN, I shall crush our enemies. Everyone, steel yourselves and form rank.
Behold, the might of the proud house of UN. Take this. All units, prepare to attack. Gotcha. Looking for a chance to strike. You don't bring down commanding officers. You will suffer heavy loss.
True warrior of the three kingdoms. Truly amazing.
Your combat abilities are terrific. They shall serve as an example for my own efforts.
Let me teach you what happens when you charge into things headfirst.
Got this. Let's get serious. Take this.
Cao Cao, you have done well to come this far in our battle. Yet, you are still greatly outnumbered. Surely in all your wisdom, you have realized the truth, that you cannot possibly win this battle.
Many impossible feats have been performed during this struggle. They all seem to have slipped your notice. The fierce warriors who fight under my
enemy
banner
officer
are worth
has
10
been defeated.
times their number. Soon, you know how deep my strength runs.
Interloper in our midst.
Take this. Take this. Take this. The enemy officer forcing us to break off our assault.
overcome all odds to make it this far. We've both exhausted our respective talents. A true battle among battles. As such, I, Jung-Hoo, shall put everything on the line. Oh my face, my beauty! Come, face my beauty! Here we go! Take this!
Let's end this.
As far as I can. The enemy officer. I fought with everything I had till the very end. Although defeated, I've never been so light of heart.
While others may boast of superior numbers, he displayed his superior skill. You terrible waste to dispose of easiest.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Overcome this situation.
Time for our attack. I'm preparing at once. Officer has been defeated.
I have crushed this enemy officer beneath me!
This cannot be. My forces were vast, and yet they crumble. How am I being defeated?
Watch out for the enemy.
The generosity of your family is widely known. It has drawn this large army to your side. I cannot deny such a feat, Yuan Shao. But with great numbers come many voices, and an inability to make quick decisions. War is a weakness you cannot afford. I do not hesitate. I pay no mind to insignificant voice.
Take this!
That sets me apart. You impose my will by force, and my will is to bring peace to the land.
Things are looking bad, but I refuse to consider this settled. You have saved me. After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly.
Indeed, you really do seem to be a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Take this. Got this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is the end for you, Yuan Shao. My ambition cannot be stopped.
The battle is decided, but I will not flee. I shall lead my forces into oblivion to honor the proud Yuan clan.
I regret that I must implore you for aid like this. Your presence sets my mind at ease.
That an officer? You must be kidding!
None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform in this manner.
I am defeated. Cao Cao has defeated me. What does he possess that I do not?
So we've lost him. No matter. We have done enough. Even he will not be able to recover from such a loss. Yuan Shao. You once told me that you would be the one to restore the entire land. I suppose history will prove who was right. You were a man of true virtue. Another time, you might have been the victor. But it seems history would not accept you as the hero that will bring these wars to an end. Let us go, Zuluan. We have stepped over many bodies to get here. We have much left to do.
Cao Cao emerged victorious from a decisive battle with Yuan Shao, becoming the most powerful individual in the land. He actively strove to establish hegemony over Hebei, and in turn, the entire land. The Sun clan fell into turmoil after being tragically deprived of their lord once again. However, with their combination of capable youth and dependable seniority, they were able to secure territory for the Kingdom of Wu. Their future now lay in the hands of their young leader. Liu Bei had yet to establish his territory and could not realistically attempt to gain supremacy. But he focused on gaining something worthwhile out of his indecision. The turbulent sea of the era turned into a powerful whirlpool, and before long, into a violent torrent. Chapter 5. With Zhuge Liang's assistance, Liu Bei decides on a plan to gain power. A decisive battle is held at Chibi.
As of yesterday, Yuan Shao is no more.
But his sons now continue his legacy. They have set up a stronghold in Ji province.
Ji will not fall easily.
On the contrary, before his death, Yuan Shao made one fatal error.
Oh?
He didn't appoint a true successor. Isn't that right, Lord Jiashu?
Correct. And wars over succession are very common in such times. Yuan Shao knew as much, and I believe he intended for his youngest son, Yuan Sheng, to take over.
But he passed before he could set that in stone. The brothers have already begun fighting. It may make things easier than when Yuan Shao was alive.
Lord Goja.
Sorry I'm late. I may have had a little too much to drink last night. I found myself giving in to any number of temptations. I'm afraid my weaknesses were exploited.
How rare to see a mighty strategist in such a state.
Men are as surprising as the world around them. Who would have thought the Yuan family's grip on Hebei would end up so loose today? Several officers surrendered to us in Guandu. They may be able to help us take Hebei for ourselves.
Oh, it's you. My name is Zheng He. I used to fight for Lord Yuan Shao. Though I may have once been your enemy, I am honored to now fight by your side. It is truly a pleasure. Let us fight bravely for Lord Cao Cao. Still, Lord Yuan Shao's children and the rest of his family remain in control of Hie. It is my hope that they will not be involved in our future battles. Especially knowing that Lord Yuan Shi's wife will protect the Yuan family at all costs. Oh, so you know of Lady Zhen too? Her reputation clearly precedes her. But do not be mistaken. I too am a man of war. Should they stand in our way, I will not hesitate to strike them down. However, in these troubled times, it does not do to be completely heartless.
The number of men gathered under Lord Cao Cao's banner increases by the day. Joyous news indeed.